and kindly unmute and tell me if you all can hear me well. Can you all hear me well? Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Thank you
Yes.
so much for your confirmation. Very good evening to all of you. Welcome to another day of Be Agile Scrum. Anyone here for the first time, joining in for the first time? I mean, it's your day one. It's your day one, and you have just showed up. Is it someone who has never attended this class? So,
Yeah. It's
okay, Kavita. So, yeah,
yeah.
Kavita. So, kindly introduce yourself in a way with name and location from where you are connecting and your educational background, as well as any work experience you have at all, be it IT or without IT.
Okay. So I'm Kavita Sangvi. I'm located in Pleasanton, California. And talking about work experience, so I was a recruiter. So I was working for Randstad supporting Google, and then I thought to change my stream, and then I thought that BA will be sounds interesting to me. So that's the reason I joined this group.
All right. So, how long you have worked, Kavita?
I was a technical recruiting. I was doing that for 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah,
Okay. All
not.
right. Thank you so much for sharing that, everyone. You can type in the chat window. Welcome, Kavita. Welcome, Kavita, for BHL Scrum. This is day 4 of the track. So, 3 recordings you will have to go through. That has been already shared in the group. So, after the session, anytime till next week, you can do so. So, meanwhile, let's get started. So, you all know everyone.
Okay.
Thank you, Kavita. So, you can. Yeah, continue. So everyone, yesterday we covered Be Agile Scrum, the principles and the values, and today we will be continuing with the Scrum framework as well. However, the most important part is required for us is, knowing and reminding with the core values to which we are calling it as a code of honor. So let me quickly share my screen and share with you all that by following this, we can achieve what we are looking for. So here we go with the screen share. Can you all see my screen, everyone? Say yes if you can see.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for your
Yes.
confirmation. So number one says that showing up live, because Agile is full of ceremonies and that demands you to be on time, remain punctual, and highly committed. And by showing up live, even in training, you can make it possible in case you are not habituated of following this. You will consider the training itself as a project, continue to show up live over here, following and inculcating these traits that will make you Scrum ready, Agile ready, and that you will be able to demonstrate once you get placed. And that's number one. Number two, it is said that how you do anything is how you do everything. That's the book as well that you can refer to, that will give a great mindset shift. Why you can refer? Because as you know, earlier I said that Agile, three important stages or secrets of Agile are intent, mindset, and soft skill. So there it gets fit. And the second one that says that many of you are coming from the various background and still you chose to learn or relearn, or unlearn and learn. That makes you student, and we don't expect you to be the student, but we expect you to be the full stack student. And that, what does it mean? It means that the one who does all the assignments, does self research, and repeat what they learn. That makes you, full stack student. So continue to be so. And third one, to do so and practice this, you require to have a concrete mindset, as being it is a first, foundational secret. Yeah, before that, you need to take the full responsibility when you will follow what all the elements just now I shared. It's quite easy to, attract success, because you will complete what is asked to start, and once you finish them, that then you may eventually attract the success. But when you don't, it may hit to the failure. And when you take the full responsibility of that, there are chances that you may go back and correct it, and then you realize the failure was not a failure, and it will trail to the success. So kindly remember to take the full responsibility of both the element for you, for your own self. And the fourth one I was talking about, the mindset. The very first one, mindset, is inspired from the Toyota's Kaizen framework under the lean management that says continuous improvement. And in that, it says that having the learning mindset, more learning minded you will become, you will find yourself going more positive minded. More positive minded you will become, you will find yourself going more complaint free. As a result, you will be able to deliver the software even in a stringent timeline without any complaint, even in the less resources. And if you are able to do so, you will have the feeling of winning that leads to the gratitude, is today's happiness. And the fifth one, to do so, to practice this, you need to start increasing your receptivity. In fact, start your day with the increased receptivity. And for that very reason, I have talked about, um, uh, enrolling into this free complimentary audio program, that is a 30 days challenge that you need to take. And this is the recommendation, not the mandate. So how you are going to do this, this is a 30 days audio program that you are supposed to listen every single day for 30 days. In case you break even a single day, you need to restart again for entire next 30 days. What the benefit is going to happen, you will be amazed to see that how your every single course of activity will get positively impact towards the success and towards the completion. That is the force and that is the power this 30 days challenge brings for you. This is a 40 minutes long video, but when you will plug in here in 2x mode, you may finish it just within 20 minutes while doing your jog run, or cardio, or even if you walk, just plug in, play it, and you will be able to finish it just within 20 minutes. Impact I have already shared. And second one, because we are getting we are taking a deep dive towards the deep learning, always follow this framework which is called as golden quadrant of learning. So golden quadrant of learning, that is inspired by four steps. So guys are okay guys. Okay, guys, here is a disclaimer. In case you can participate in the class, in case you can participate in the class, kindly unmute yourself. Okay. In case you cannot, but you can only participate at home, please remain muted. I hope that's clear. So kindly follow accordingly. So let's start with golden quadrant of learning. So golden quadrant of learning says that whatever you are going to learn, before that, remember to declare, and while you are declaring, remember to anchor that, and then take a deep dive towards the learning. Once learning is over, within 24 hours, using pen and paper, draw whatever you have learned as a part of notes. You can follow the similar model or similar way or structure to or take the notes after 24 hours using pen and paper, not the digital one, and then summarize it back in a less than 90 seconds of video, or maximum 3 minutes of video as a part of summary. That will be your self evaluation, that how you are growing, even if you are no background of IT, and in case you don't have background of a BA or Scrum, but you will be amazed to see how you will evolve as a expert in it. So we are going to do this. How we are going to do, we are going to put the anchor is nothing, but it is going to be a body movement. Body movement is what, nothing but it is going to be self hi-fi or the clap. Why it is needed, as you know that in the ocean of thoughts, the tall ship of the focus, that requires an anchor so that it won't get sway away, it won't get move away from its station, from its focus. It would You won't lose your focus, and that's the reason you require the anchor. And as the body of as ocean of thoughts and focus are the part of body, and that's the reason the anchor has to be the part of body. More details you can refer into the previous recording on the day one on what I am exactly going to tell, or what exactly I meant over here. So let's start. So what I'm going to do, I will call 1 2 3 and clap. You are going to model this just now I did, and then I'm going to read the first segment, and after me you are going to repeat it. So I have just now selected it. Can you all see the selected statement over here on your screen? Everyone, please unmute and say yes if you can see that. No?
Yes.
Now I have
No.
select. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, okay. So let's start. 1 2 3 and clap and repeat. I'm a quick learner.
I am
I
a
am a
quick
quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master.
What
What
others
others
can
can
learn
learn
and
and
I too
master.
can
master.
do
I
that.
too can do that.
I
You
too
can
can
do
do
that.
that.
One more time after me. This one. One, two, three, and clap and repeat because I'm an awesome learner.
Because I'm an
Because I'm an
awesome
awesome
learner.
learner.
Because I'm an
Today's
awesome.
learning, today's learning is going to be
Today's
Today's
learning is
learning
going
is
to
going
be
to be
super duper easy to me.
Very easy to me.
super duper easy to
super
me.
duper easy to me.
Yes, it is going to be because you said so. And for those who could not do it, remember this sixth code of honor that says that, be the giver. So it is quite mandatory for you to be the giver, especially for those who are coming with the vast background, with the, loaded experience. You may find it quite so uneasy to do. And that's the reason multiple things when it comes to relearning, your mind may say, hey, I know this. I don't need not I actually not to learn these and all. So that will just deviate you from the focus, and for that very reason it says that be the giver. So first, keeping ego away on the path of learning, that makes you more spiritually grounded on the path of growth. It means what? When I am talking about spiritually grounded, it means your happiness level increases, and happiness is today's new productivity, and that is demand of the corporate, and that's the reason you need to follow that. This first. The second one, when we are talking about the giver, you need to be the giver when it comes to making money, because you are not here just for the learning, but also you are here to get place and thereby earning. And it is said that what you want more of, what you want to gain more of, you start giving away tiny portion of, and that's the very reason we say if you are already earning, then start doing this, and in case you are not earning already, at least have an intention to do so. Why? Because what you can do over here, you can give away 5% or 10% of your earning to the causes wherever you believe in. That could be donating to old age home, or feeding hungry children, or donating back to temple, mosque, churches, gurudwara, wherever you believe in, or any other causes wherever you believe in. Start giving away 5% or 10% of your earning, and you will be amazed to see the kind of return you will be getting from nowhere. Why I can say with so much confidence? Because my other students, 200 students who are practicing this, they claim the result what they are getting, and when they don't do it, they also share the result what is not happening. So just don't give. So what happens when you do this? Continue to appreciate while you do this, and what others do for you, continue to appreciate that. And even if you don't experience any benefit immediately, continue to do so, because what you appreciates you back. So and just don't give away for the sake of giving, but also to inspire others, because you remember, when you give you grow, when you receive you may survive. But only the thing is that just don't give away for the sake of growth, but also to inspire others in your surrounding. So this is how this sixth code of honor was the reminder for us. And pay very close attention how we are going to get connected. Sunday is going to be technical session like this, you are going to attend. Monday, technical session at 10 p.m. EST, you are going to attend. The another one, Tuesday, you must attend RRP session that enhances your visibility, credibility, and marketability. Wednesday, you are going to complete the assignment. Like yesterday, I gave you one said assignment, but before that, in two sessions, many of you have completed the unsaid assignment, for which the check is yet to happen. The Thursday, again, you are needing to repeat the RRP session. Again, the motto is the same: enhances your visibility, credibility, and marketability. Friday, you are going to do the assignment from the learning of Monday. If you have done the assignment of Sunday, that is on Wednesday. Saturday, you can choose to relax or have a breather day, or do your own research work. If you want to take a more in-depth knowledge in the some topic or some lingos that you heard in the technical session, or repeat using recording whatever you want to, or prepare any question if you want to get the clarity of on the next technical session, that is on Sunday. So this is how we are going to remain connected, by following this six code of honor. So are we good and ready to abide by this? Say yes if you understood that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. And Kavita, if you have any question related to this code of honor, I would suggest you go back and listen to day one recording. I know that immediately you cannot grab everything related to this, but day one recording has been shared with you, so that you can definitely refer. Anything else other than this, definitely go ahead and ask me, please. Kavita, you are not audible. Your voice is not coming through. Okay, so see if you can type into chat window. That will be good. Okay. Uh, you are not audible, guys. Anyone who can hear Kavita? Okay. Are you getting sound from Kavita's end? No.
No.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for the confirmation. So, Kavita, if anything is there, you just check your mic, test your mic, and speak up, or drop a text message. Let's get started, guys. Where we had left. So we will continue with the Scrum framework, and that's when it will be giving you more clarity because we are learning Scrum. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. We have seen already what is difference between Agile and Scrum. I'm not going to repeat it. And well, I'm not sure whether this one we have completed or not. So have we looked at this quick difference between Agile and Scrum yesterday?
Yes.
it's completed.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
remember that this
Yes.
portion we had completed. I remember this one we had completed. It comes with 2 slides. So did we see this one as well?
Yes,
This
yeah.
one we did?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Both.
fine. So let's continue with this. Okay. So what do you see? The very first, that is called as product backlog. And you see here multiple slices. Any guesses what it would be? What it is indicating to? Product backlog. Okay,
It would
module.
it is
Priorities,
probably what needs to be done, like all the
high
Sprints.
priority and low priorities.
yeah.
Yes, all the answers are right. So yes, let me quickly tell you how it is. So this is, yes, prioritize requirement. As I kept on saying that a bigger software is broken down into the smaller requirement. So these are the list of the requirements. Okay, it has been stacked on a prioritized basis. So highest priority job generally are stacked up. Okay, lowest priority remain down. So that's the reason it is called as PBI, or product backlog items. So what it is called as, everyone? What is PBI?
Product based.
Product backlog items.
Backlog
Yes,
items.
yes, you are right. It's product backlog item. So if it is prioritized, what exactly happened at the very first stage? So when I'm talking about uh, large software broken down into the smaller requirement. So can any one of you give me the example? What exactly do I mean by this? Anyone just attempt?
Can you repeat it again?
So when I'm telling that large requirement, software requirement gets broken down into the smaller pieces or smaller requirements. So what do exactly I mean by this? So
It
can,
means they are
Sprint.
okay,
broken down into sprints and they are creating the user stories and tasks.
okay,
Each
so
of the developers.
understood. So Rajni is telling that is broken down the multiple sprints and thereby we need to complete it. Did I hear this right, Rajni?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to try to simplify this? So the large software requirement broken down into the smaller pieces. What exactly do I mean by this? Just attempt
It's
one.
called tasks. I think tasks. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a feature.
Features, task, what else? Give me some example if you
Okay,
can.
so I was just thinking that you can correct me if I'm wrong, okay, Gaurav? So if
Yeah,
suppose
Rajni.
suppose there was like I'm suppose going to Amazon, Okay, and there are so many things when a person looks at the product and then they follow, you know, they just browse through things, then they send it to the cart, and then all the rest of the steps happen. So if I want that to happen, if I'm a customer, I cannot have all of that done in one day. So probably I will say, kind of list down what I need, and then I will decide what I want to be done first, and then the rest, which can wait for some more time, that I'll put it at the bottom. Is that understanding correct?
Exactly, Vaidehi, the understanding is correct. What I'm willing to hear here, that as you said, that Amazon being a software, large software, and you gave only one example of the card. Can you come up with few more example? What you said as a summary is right, but let's make it more concrete. So to do so, as you have given the good example of card, can you add something else?
The
Right.
login page.
Login
Login, adding to the
Display.
cart. What
and
else?
Display,
one
selecting
product,
items.
Items, and any color or specifications or
yes,
customer wants,
color.
like
Prioritizing
color, size,
design.
size, items.
So if we will be talking about color and size and shape, let's
mobile
consider the
application app.
UI.
Mobile.
Okay, that another requirement will be mobile app, UI, cart, login. What
Okay.
else?
Category.
Describe and save
Payment.
items.
Save item. Okay, what else?
Prices. Okay, let me think.
The home page layout.
Home page. Okay, fine. What else?
Category.
Payment method.
Payment method. Brilliant. What else?
What
What
can
about
I-
login?
Login is done. What else? So think in terms of the functions that you do, the actions you do, the intention or the with objective. You open the say for example, you opened Amazon app. Okay, either you open at desktop or you open at your mobile, right? Forget as
correct.
of now at desktop, say for example,
Create.
take the example of mobile app. So the moment you open the Amazon app and you have not logged in, first thing what you do? First thing what you do?
Login.
Log.
Oh,
If you
download the app.
okay, download the
Right?
app. Yeah.
Huh.
All right. Downloading
Customer
the app.
information.
Customer information. So you add it as so first, if you are not existing customer, you become the customer by registering.
Register.
By registering.
Yes, sign
So
in.
registering
Sign up.
is one feature, signing up and signing in are two different features. You add your address. What else? When you open, now you are existing customer. Open
Searching
the
option.
purchasing, but before purchasing, what do you do?
Search option.
Exactly. Search. Search is the another feature. So searching the products. But what do you search?
Different categories.
Different categories. Okay. All right. And those categories are how come existing into Amazon? What do you think? How come it is visible inside Amazon app?
The data is filled in the
So
app.
how data is filled? How data appears
Software.
inside?
By code? By coding?
By
There's a
coding, but
log.
by coding, what exactly you do? Give me one terminology.
Program. You have a program? I mean,
Okay, so
Software.
okay, so program is okay, but actually when
Categories.
give me one term that
Hmm.
makes data available or visible. So what
Database.
exactly? Okay, in data.
Connectivity.
Okay, for collection there is a
Database.
name. You do what? When it finishes, when say for example,
Connectivity.
okay, let me tell you this. When multiple shirts are there from one brand, from Nike, say for example, okay, that got finished. Okay, what again you are going to do if you need to refill it?
Data entry.
Data entry will happen to which, what is the name? What exactly you are going, what exactly you will do?
Dear God.
Analyze the data.
We will reorder the same products.
You will order the same. So what it will, what happen inside with those products?
It will
It will
We
get
search with
update.
the
But
keywords.
yes, it will get updated. But before update, what will happen? Before, say for example, you are not updating. This is the very first time. what exactly you need to do with that. Very first time, what you will do? I'm looking. No, I'm looking for the exact word. It is yet to come. So tell me, data is given to you. Hey, these are the data. Okay. Now it has to be shown at the Amazon website. So to
Okay.
show those data at Amazon website UI,
control panel.
Upload.
upload.
Server.
Yeah, upload.
Nice.
What is another word for upload in a simple term? For layman.
Submit.
Load.
Submit.
For a layman,
refill,
upload is not a normal word.
To key in.
Key in.
Put
Data
in.
in. Okay. So simple word is add. Can I say that? You just simply add.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah. So you simply adding the product is first another feature.
Okay.
Okay. Adding the feature when making it available, so it will be available, and then payment method and all. So these are on payment more towards the Amazon. Okay. So Amazon will have the multiple feature. Now giving you back my favorite example from the bank. Can you tell me what all exactly happens the moment I open a bank for the first time? What I need to do?
We need our
Create an account.
whatever the
You have
customer
to create
details,
an
we need
account.
everything.
Okay, but
Yeah.
before that, before account, what you need to have? Whose account you will create?
Like the savings.
No, no. These are account
Documents.
types. These are
What
account
the bank
types.
is offering? What are the
No, no, no. Listen very carefully. My ask is, as a bank, what exactly I need first? I don't need bank account first. Yeah, there you go. You need
Aadhaar
customer
card.
first. So you
Yes.
need to add customer first. Okay. So there will be add customer features, say for example. Second, if customer is added, then what you need to do? What service you will bring once customer is
The
added?
products and services of the bank.
Yes, and inside product, what the first product you can offer to your customer?
Current account, savings account,
Current account.
Brilliant. So add
EMIs.
customer,
Mortgages and loan.
yes, brilliant. So you have got all those things. So let me here feature them out. So you just now gave me the example of this. Okay, so you gave me the example of this. So I've got enough of the example. Let me continue with the with those data. And the very first one is adding customer, then opening account. Inside opening account, there could be the saving account, recurring account, or current account, or fixed deposit account, or whatnot. So that's the second feature. Okay, third feature you have talked about loan and mortgages that you will have. Documentation you have talked about, where promissory note related to loans and mortgages will be. The fourth product could be the cards. Inside card, it could be debit card, credit card, co-brand card, preloaded card, and whatnot. So all those features will continue to happen. So if banking is a large requirement, okay, isn't it? Banking is a very large requirement. Do you agree with this? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
and now it has been stacked down. So as a product owner, he just gives a heads up to business analyst. Okay, these are all things we needed for this ABC bank, and he has prioritized. And when he has prioritized, broken down into the smaller feature, are called as a product backlog item. Okay. And to the same example I had given in the past, I don't remember in this class I had given or in some other class. Do you remember the example of the bread, loaf of the bread?
Yes.
Okay, so few of you have known it. So in case you don't remember that, you can definitely refer to the past recording. There it goes very well. So first, and to these were the example of stacking the product backlog. So once your product backlog is ready, first what happens under the Scrum framework, this meeting happens. What is the name of this meeting? You can see on your screen where my mouse is.
Sprint
Sprint
planning.
planning.
Exactly. The name of this meeting is called as sprint planning meeting. Okay. Inside this meeting, all the team members come together, the Scrum team, the Scrum master, and product owner. All these people sit together and they start discussing few high and top priority of the requirement. So what they do, they know there are 30, say for example, features to be developed. but they pull 3 high priority feature because the product owner has already spoken with customer that what exactly they initially want as a part of first release that will have the fixed date, that will have the committed date from product owner's end to the customer. Okay, on this date, with the fixed this long sprint is a time duration, we will continue to deliver something. Okay, so what you will do, you will start, you will pull those 1, 2, or 3 initial requirement that you want to deliver. You will discuss with everyone that who will work on these requirements, who will develop, who will code, who will design, who will test, who will analyze and give more data for development, or if anyone is there for multiple components communication, because it is a banking system, there will be some data flow from somewhere from the database to UI to some API. So these are the elements. So who will handle such communication? For that you will have architect and all. When such discussion happens, everyone comes with the clarity what to deliver, when to deliver, and who will deliver, and within what time they will deliver. So everything gets fixed and finalized in the sprint planning meeting. Then what happens, you are knowing what all components are going to come out in certain time as a part of delivery. Those items will be called as, those requirements or those feature will be called as this. What is this over here, everyone? What do you read here?
Sprint backlog.
Yes. So sprint backlog become the outcome. So initially product backlog items, prioritize product backlog items are the input in the sprint planning meeting. Then sprint backlog becomes the output. Is it clear so far, everyone? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Brilliant. So what
Yes.
exactly happens? Sprint planning is done. You know who will do what? You know who will do what till what time and what will be the output. So what exactly happen? Every single day you need to continue to work 8 hours, right? Every single person will be contributing their own responsibility. Okay, and for that, whether they are implementing well or not, there should be a check. So check will be called as another ceremony. This will be another meeting that will go not more than 15 minutes. So the team intends to finish within 10 minutes, and at the stretch of 15 minutes, this ceremony or this meeting will be called as this. What do you see here?
Daily scrum.
Daily scrum. So call it as a daily scrum or daily stand-up meeting. Okay. So where you talk about 3 things, exactly what you did yesterday for 8 hours, and exactly you're planning to do for 8 hours, or anything that is stopping you from moving ahead. You will discuss only these 3 things, and then next person will speak the same thing. You're not going to go in the explanation mode that what is stopping you. You just give the heads up. To whom you are giving the heads up in the daily scrum? Who is responsible to listen and
Scrum Master.
yes, you are right. So Scrum Master runs this show, the daily stand-up meeting. In fact, every show, every ceremony will be organized and run by Scrum Master. So here you are giving the heads up. So to remember what exactly 3 items you are going to tell. So remember in this way: last state, next state, and bottleneck. Okay. So what 3 items you are going to remember, everyone? Last state, next state, and bottleneck. Can you repeat with me? What is going to 3 items?
Last date.
Last date.
Last 8. Last 8.
Last 8. Okay.
Date. Oh, okay.
Last 8.
What else?
Last date.
Next date and bottle it.
Bottom.
Last date,
Bottle
next date, and bottle.
Exactly. You
Last
said it
date,
right.
next date, and bottom 8.
Okay, tell me what is the meaning behind it? Last state, next state, and bottleneck. What
Last
is
8 hours, what you did already, what
Mhm.
next 8 hours you're
Interval.
planning to do, and what is the roadblock?
Yeah, brilliant. Great answer. So yes, last date is indicating last 8 hours what you did. Next date is indicating to next 8 hour what you are planning to do. And bottleneck is what is stopping you to move ahead. So yes, so these 3 items you are going to do. So say for example, for 2 weeks of sprint, it is sprint means, time duration within 2 weeks, you are supposed to deliver something. So another 2 weeks, After sprint planning meeting, you will be discussing these 3 items every single day on a decided time in a decided location with the decided people. Okay, every single time. But for 2 weeks, it will continue to happen. And say, for example, just before 2 weeks is to over, you then further, before you increment it, you invite customer, and you will tell that what you have delivered, you will showcase. This is called as sprint review meeting. What it is called as, everyone, where customer is joining you?
Sprint review meeting.
So yes, so whatever you have prepared, you will showcase to the customer. Customer may give you go, or it may suggest you some suggestion. Okay, so I did not want in this way this to happen, but I wanted in this way this to happen. There is some enhancement to be done or something. Based on discussion, everyone will have action item, or it is a complete complete go from customer end. What you have developed is exactly what I was looking for. You just give each other high five, celebrate, and you tell your DevOps team to deploy this at customer location, because these 3 pieces of this modules from the larger software is now ready to get deployed at customer location, and then you ship it or deploy it at customer's location so that they will start using it. While this is happening, as a Scrum Master, you hold another meeting with the entire team barring product owner, because product owner is not mandatory in this team, in this meeting. And you run this ceremony is called as this. What you read here?
Sprint
Retrospective.
So yeah, sprint retrospective, as the name suggests, it is combination of 2 words. What are those words? In the retrospective, what 2 words you see?
retro
True
and
and spective.
Yeah.
So it's like
Retro and spect. Spect means you look at it. What you look at it? You look at the past. Okay.
past,
So,
yeah.
so when you will look at the past, what you may fetch from there? You look at past
what
work.
lessons you learned, maybe
what
we
you
tell you
learned
that
and what
past
are
for
the
lessons.
Mistakes.
what was the
Exactly.
backlog?
what mistakes was
There is
done.
an opportunity to inspect
Yeah,
any
yeah.
process.
Very true,
and
very true. So yes, in this what happens, you take a note, okay? You continue to take a note, okay? What past learning has been, what the mistake you did, what went well, what did not go well. And based on those learning, you're not just going here to write down those learning. Any preventive action you can plan for future release, any new enhancement you can include for future release. There are high chances that it may turn into blame game, because you are fetching what learning, but you may shift towards why this happened. Okay, and when why this happened, you may say because this person has done this and that's the reason it happened. No, you don't have to name their people name. You just has to tell exactly in this department this happened, or say even don't claim in that way that this in this department this happened. Simply say during this phase we notice this happening, and that's the reason it could delayed. Can we do this in next time, can we do this differently or something, and thereby you are fetching the learnings and just jot them down. Scrum Master will jot them down, or can use the usage of AI, and using that he will continue to have their minutes of meeting followed by the action item and all. And these action item, once it is written, loaded for the next iteration, because first phase or first sprint is over. Now you are entering into the second release, and you will be following all these ceremonies exactly again, but you can apply them and you can deliver continuously the quality product. So is this entire framework clear to you all?
நான் இங்க move பண்ணிக்கிறேன்.
Yeah.
Yes. Just
Okay.
one increment is like every feature which we develop and give to the customer, right?
Yeah, yeah. Your increment in a nutshell, understand why increment word came, because you are adding up, right? You are just not delivering, you are adding up. So first you are, say for example, you delivered 3 features, add customer, then open saving account, and open current account. 3 features you delivered, right? Next time when you will do you will do fund transfer. Okay. Now fund transfer, and also one more feature in the opening account itself, say for example, a fixed deposit, or say for example, recurring deposits. So one related to remaining features of the account opening you have released. Another you have released with the fund transfer with RTGS, fund transfer using EFT, which is also called as NEFT, and some other which is called as ACH or NACHA, and there are multiple things and also additional features. So what is going to happen in the second release or second phase or second sprint? You are simply adding up more features, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the
So
reason
increment, we can say increment or release is the same thing.
yeah, you
Oh.
can say so. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, you will happen to hear these terminology more frequently. So
Okay,
any other?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ketan.
If suppose in first sprint, if we miss some part of the development process, like for example, suppose development is done and testing is not completed properly. So is there any time for doing that? Means if it is not get completed in a speculated time, for example, 14 days, suppose one particular process is not completed, some part is remaining. So is there any time given or how it is?
Okay, and why do you think, Ketan, it won't get completed?
Because of some technical problem or
and
lack
technical
of skills
problem
or-
technical problem when you're talking, it will come from where potentially?
Maybe any reason, means I'm not sure, but if something missed out, like for example, testing part. Suppose testing does not get complete. Suppose there is a dual testing and one team doesn't work efficiently, and it remained. Means in short, what I'm trying to ask you is that if some part is remained of a particular process, so is there any time or is there any step where they can complete that particular process?
Okay, now
or...
let's start thinking from the product owner's point of view. Okay, so when you have this question, when you are still not working as a product owner, so that can be the reality as well, right? And product owner who is already working, he may have this clue that this can be the potential issue, right? So if that could be the potential issue, he is committing some timeline to customer already. Do you think he should consider such potential issue when he is committing to the timeline? What do you think? Yeah.
I'm
So
not
if
sure.
no, why
Yes,
you are not
yes.
sure? Because if you are becoming a seasoned product owner, this is the so potential issue. While learning this topic we are discussing, if a seasoned product owner is there who is on the job, so he has to have this bulb on situation. Oh, something goes wrong, we should have some buffer time, right?
Yeah.
And then comes the estimation and planning part, which gets discussed in the sprint planning meeting. So whatever time every individual gives, they suppose, for even I know that if a tester can complete one module testing within 6 hours, and he might have quoted 8 hours, say for example. Okay, and I'm smart enough product owner. When if three testers are giving three different hours, I will just sum it up as an average. I will consider the average because all these three testers have given me the different completion hours. Someone said 3 hours, 2 hours, and 4 hours. I'll just sum it up and I will do it to my team, product owners, because this is what I have seen in the industry. A product owner knows that it will take 6 hours to complete this feature or test this feature. Product owner are given to keep their own buffer time as well. Okay. So product owner or project manager adds up some buffer time. Okay. So they give. Now,
so it's a
you want to say something in between? You can go ahead.
yeah. So it is a responsibility of a product owner to
Yeah, it
to
is
handle
responsibility because you are committing directly to the customer. Okay.
customer, right?
And if you are not able to fetch such outcome from your team, you have to start looking for the right highly motivated team who can deliver in that.
Sources, yeah.
Yeah, so your resources are important, what kind of resources you are pulling and whatever you are committing. And that's the reason sometimes you see that product owner or the team never want to fail. Sometime if such a critical situation happens, they put some extra hours. Have you seen people putting some extra hours?
Exactly, yes.
Why? Because they
Yeah,
have deadlines, they have commitment, they don't want to
right,
fail
right.
because the flaw is at their own end. Okay, customer is not at flaw, but sometime it may happen, as you said, that due to some technical reason. So technical reason cannot come at business analyst end. Technical reason cannot come at generally at testers end. It may technical flaw at DevOps team, whether they are failing because they did not upgrade some apps which carries the software at customers location. They are not able to deploy that. That's number one. Number two, due to some critical reason at coding level itself it fails, so there the problem could be. Third could be it may sound as a technical, but it is not technical. Some feature has not been developed because its requirement was not so much clear from the business analyst end, so that's the reason it was not developed. But do you think if a requirement is not developed, then who is at at the edge? As business analyst may say, the clarity I have asked for, the customer himself has not given. So customer is aware that what feature is not going to come. While this is happening, do you think that customers are not getting daily updates? So as product owners responsibility to highlight what all the risks are coming on way and what they have the mitigation plan. If they need to seek some data or some information from customer, they will continue to highlight that, and everyone is on the same page, knowing what to expect, what not to expect. Does it answer your question, Ketan?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
I got it. I got
Yeah,
it.
super. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. I would like to invite Prerna because Prerna also deals with such situation. Prerna, do you want to add something? Prerna K, trainer Prerna. Prerna,
Hey, hi, Gaurav. Yeah, first
Hi,
of all, a
Gaurav.
very good question.
mhm.
And see,
Can
in
you
real life,
explain
you have to
sprint
understand.
backlog once again, please?
Yeah, sure.
Gaurav, can I take that?
Yeah, please.
If you can go ahead, I can add to that. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you first answer what you are answering, and then we'll go to sprint backlog again. Yeah.
Yes. So, so basically, I was coming to the situation that whatever our timelines have given, in real life scenario, we have to understand where we stand, how are the overall situation of the project is. So the way Gaurav was explaining that the mitigation plan, how are we trying to achieve? So all that things really matters when we are working in a live environment, right? Here we are trying to tell you what can be the scenario, what is the responsibility of a product owner, and how to think about it, right? But when we are in the actual situation, that time our judgment of how the delivery is going on, how we are progressing, there are many factors, how well understanding you have with the customer. So all these parameters are important, they are considered, and then you come to a conclusion. So in agile or in scrum, it's always a team effort, and with the help of all the gathered data, product owner is in a condition or in a position to take a proper decision. Okay, Gaurav, can I go to the next question? Any doubts about this on this, guys? Hello?
Ketan, do you have
Thank
any
you.
doubt further?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Ketan,
You're
you
good.
have
Thank you,
anything
thank
else,
you.
you would like to ask? Please feel free.
No, that's it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay,
So coming
just
to the
one more question. I'm sorry, Prerna.
uh-huh.
Then what is the
Mhm.
exactly role of the Scrum Master in this when the product
Okay.
owner is like doing everything?
Okay.
Uh,
I'll give a very simple example for your understanding. Okay. So we all were in school, and in our school we had a class teacher dedicated to us. Okay. Everybody had, right?
mhm.
We had a class teacher apart from multiple subject teachers. Yeah. And then in our school we had a principal. Okay.
Mhm.
So the principal was kind of one and only to the entire school, whereas every class had a dedicated class teacher. So now try to map that with Scrum Master and product owner. See, product owner is a quite a senior position. They have
Principal.
a 360-degree view of the entire projects, and they might be as well as involved in multiple projects also. Why? Because they are not involved in day-to-day activities. Like, for example, stand-up meetings, day-to-day development activities, interactions with the customers. I am saying day-to-day activity. That means your routine work. So that time the involvement of product owner is quite a minimum or as per need basis. So in that scenario, your Scrum Master comes in picture. So he's like your go-to person for entire development team or Scrum team.
Like the class
So
teacher.
same way, like
Yeah.
how we were in school, see, like, if we wanted to take a leave, or if we wanted to ask some doubts, we would rush and go to our class teacher, right, for any basic queries or anything that is routine. But imagine if you had an inter-school competition, or if you had anything to represent your school or something beyond your class, that time, interstate competition or national level competition or anything that was beyond the scope of your teacher, that time the principal would come in picture, and she would be with you to represent the school with you, right? So
Yeah.
same way, when very senior decision making is there, that time product owner along with entire team takes a decision. And always remember, it is not only one person's job to take any decisions. Even a customer asks for a requirement or change to a developer or to a BA, it is always discussed, assessed, understood that is it doable, it is feasible, is it within the scope, will it hurt our timelines, will it hurt our financially, do we have enough resources, do we have skills? So these all factors are taking into consideration, and then only a discussion comes, and this always a team decision, then whosoever can convey it. So to coming back to your question is, Scrum Master is the go-to person, and he's also called as a servant leader. That means he is just there to lead with the entire team who is doing the grassroots level work, right? See, product owner, he's there. He's guiding you. He's telling you what is the product backlog, what the customer wants, how we can channelize, how many resources we have. But who will do the work? So development team and along with the Scrum Master. So
Yeah,
does this
got it.
answer your question?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Prerna.
that's a
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
very
Always try
good
to remember.
explanation.
Yeah.
That
Thank you
was
so
very
much.
I
nice.
understood
Always try to
exactly.
remember. Yeah, the principal and the school teacher, because see, this is a
Yeah.
typical doubt when people say that we have already we have product owner. You were absolutely right from your context, right? But when we see the real life scenario, and there are situations where a single product owner can be involved in multiple projects, right? Because their day-to-day activities are comparatively lesser than other participants. So that's why they are given maybe multiple projects. I'm saying maybe, it depends organization to organization. But Scrum Master is always, most of the times, dedicated to a project, because they are so totally involved, so engrossed, so into that their entire dedication is towards completion of that that's a sprint or that project. Okay. Yeah. So now coming back to your the different question is sprint backlog, right? So as Gaurav was mentioning, product backlog was is taken care by but the better word would be maintained by product owner. So what happens, see, and again I'll go back to the school kind of scenario. Imagine if your product backlog is like your entire annual year syllabus. Okay. If that product backlog is your entire year syllabus, then your sprint backlog would be your each unit test syllabus. Okay. So whatever you do not complete in that particular or for example, if you're done engineering or masters, or you have semester pattern, so imagine your entire engineering or masters like a product backlog, and your each sem or each semester is like your sprint, and whichever semester you got a back or KT or you couldn't clear, you have to complete that in next sem. I hope everybody relates to that, whosoever has done their PG or engineering or semester patterns, right? You got your
Prerna,
clarity or
that's
any
very
doubts
nicely
on that?
explained.
So
Yeah,
sprint
thank you
backlog
so
is
much.
like career.
Yeah, so this is a real life, and even in organization, we actually do the real life business, right? So that time though you know the concepts, you know how to go ahead, but if customer comes with in a very strange requirement, or there are some unforeseen event, like for example corona, right? That was like a once in so many like centuries or lifetime event for anybody and everybody. So that time the measures taken were so different, everything was virtual. Like I remember, I that time I was working with an Indian bank, and generally in Indian bank, work from home was kind of strictly prohibited due to the I would say customer data privacy, or all other things. But in such a scenario, to run the bank, to run the show, to continue the work, as per the BCP measures, they had to provide work from home. So do you see that is such a drastic measure? So I hope you do not come across such drastic situations, but in the real life, we have to evaluate, we have to take our judgment at what the situation is. And then as per that, with the meetings, with discussions, we take our calls. And it is always, and don't worry, even you are a BA, even you are a Scrum Master, or even you are whichever position you are working in, you are never left alone. You'll have your team, you'll have your mentor, you'll have your managers, you'll have sufficient training to guide you. So don't think that you'll just you'll be kind of taken into a team and asked to take decisions, or asked to do everything on your own. No, it's a team effort. Everybody is together because it's already a team project. It's a different story when you're individual contributor, but when you work as a team, in a team, it's always a team, a teamwork. So don't worry about that thought that how would be able to manage. Absolutely smooth smelling happens once you understand these concepts and you practice enough. Yeah. Any doubts in this, guys?
All right. So I think we have explained it so well in detail. So let's continue with the Scrum value. Can you continue to take Prerna, and then will I jump in between?
Yeah. Can you just yeah, sure. Scrum. Yeah. 1 second. My phone is great. Yeah. So guys, whatever we discuss right now, all these things, and to be very honest, these values are not only limited to Scrum. They are actually applicable to any work ethics, or any activity you take up. So these are like 5 points we have included. I would just request 5 different people who might not have spoken till now to just speak them out, and I'll try to explain them. Though most of them are self-explanatory, but still we will try to give you context from Agile and Scrum point of view.
And also
Yeah.
explain
Go ahead.
further, Prerna. We'll flick into the next slide for
Yeah,
more
yeah.
explanation.
Sure.
I have
Yeah.
one quick question here. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So, yeah, today is my first day. Maybe it is a silly question, but I mean, it's just what. So, what exactly is Scrum Master? I mean, is it a technology? I mean, when I
It's
Google
a
it, it is like,
mm-hmm.
yeah, when
Yeah,
I
yeah, what you
Google it,
got?
it says it is an agile framework for developing complex project, most often software.
That's Scrum. That's not Scrum Master. That's actually definition of Scrum. Scrum Master is a person, I just gave you an example, who handles the team on day-to-day basis, and who kinds of lead the team in the right direction. That is towards the delivery. Project delivery. And Kavita, first of all, welcome once again. And don't worry, right now, just try to soak it all in. Just try to, listen. I know understanding would be a next step. So as of now, I'll request you or advise you to listen to this entire session, and we'll also share the links, or on Guru School's channels. We have already uploaded our videos. So just try to go through the earlier videos, and then once the as the course goes ahead, you'll get to understand everything, and we'll also revise the thing. So don't worry, you haven't missed out on anything, because our courses are continuously running. So we'll come to all the topics that you might have missed till now. But as of now, just listen, and please go through the videos. And if you have any doubts, let us know, on our BA group.
And Prerna,
Okay,
just to
so if
Yeah.
add up
yeah,
over
if
here
there
Yeah,
are
for
sure.
Kavita, for
Sorry.
you to add up. I just noticed that you have just joined, right? I mean, so before the class was starting, you hopped
Yeah.
inside. So what exactly happened? For you, I have shared the 3 session that you have missed. Okay. So I would recommend you, if you are running short of time, want to really speed it up, put them into 2x mode and finish in the half of the duration of the total duration, and listen to them as if you are attending them live. And from day one, if you could finish till day 3, it will be quite easy for you to understand each and everything. Okay. You will be pumped up with much energy and much confidence that you have understood everything. So just to add up here, Scrum Master is the position who handle the Scrum ceremonies. Scrum ceremonies are these, what we have explained here. So does it answer your question for now? Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. And also, so you are saying that those videos are on the channel, right? So I have no idea
No, not
where
in
it
channel.
is. So
WhatsApp, go back to WhatsApp group.
I
Just
cannot see the previous
you
chat,
can see not previous chat, just latest chat after
the
you
media.
join. Yeah, after you join, there are recording posted below the link of joining this class, that this is recording of day 1, this is the recording of day 2, this is recording of day 3. You need to just open the WhatsApp group of BA Scrum and see that message. Okay, just above the 3 message, you will have recording of day 1, recording of day 2, and recording 3. Can you see them?
No, I cannot, because
So
for WhatsApp, what I believe is, I mean, you can see only the conversation. Okay, I got it. Sent
I
by
was
Gaurav.
going into the screen share mode to show
Okay,
you. Okay, great that you
okay,
found that.
got
Okay,
it.
so
Okay,
can we
cool.
continue further now?
Yeah, we can, and sorry for
No,
interruption
no,
because,
that's okay.
but I was
Clarity
like
is.
totally, it was going. I was like, I'm sitting and I'm not understanding
No,
anything.
I
But
understand why you
thank
did
you.
not get you. Yeah, you're welcome. So
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
thank you
will
so much.
let Prerna continue. Yeah. Yes, Prerna, back to you.
Yeah, should I continue?
Yeah, Prerna. Sure.
Yeah. So we were discussing about Scrum values. So yeah, I was actually expecting 5 different people to speak up about these 5 words. Please, yeah, go ahead. Feel free.
In
In
July
July
2016,
2016, the Scrum values were added to the Scrum Guide. These values include courage,
Perfect. Next person.
Focus.
Great.
Commitment,
Next. Thank you.
respect,
Next. Yes.
openness.
Yes. So now, tell me honestly, haven't you heard of these qualities in your lifetime? As
yes.
in, courage,
Yeah, we
Yes.
have.
focus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, I think we would have heard this during our school or board years when your parents are like, focus on your studies, you need to be committed, and you need to respect the time, or you need to respect your teachers. So see, all that is fine, that we have learned, but here we are trying to understand this from a Scrum point of view. Okay, so we all know this values, we know all these ethics, but now we try to just correlate them with the Scrum part. Okay, so now again I would request 5 different people who have not spoken till now to just read the text also below the value. Is it readable to all of you, or should we increase the size?
No, it is.
No, it's
It's
correct. It's
fine. No,
perfect.
it is readable. Yeah.
Perfect. Then go ahead. But I'll request 5 different people, because everybody should get chance, and that's the way we like to go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll
Courage.
read about the courage. The Scrum team members have courage to do the right things and work on the tough problems. Thank you.
Perfect. Next. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go with
Focus.
focus. So focus.
Mhm.
Everyone focuses on the work of the sprint and the goals of the Scrum team.
Perfect.
Commit
Next.
commitment. People personally commit to achieving the goals of the Scrum team.
Right. Thank you. Next.
Respect. Scrum team members respect each other to be capable, independent people.
Openness.
Right. Next. Mm-hmm.
Openness. The Scrum team and its stakeholders agree to be open about all the work and the challenges with performing the work.
Perfect. Hello. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for reading it out. So, see, guys, we knew all these things, all these values, but now we are trying to correlate them with the Scrum, angle of the work. So, what the courage says, that courage is a very, I would say, sensitive and important value. Why am I saying sensitive? Because courage can be very well at times termed as rudeness or arrogance in certain scenario, but when it is important, it's actually a courageous act to be open and to speak your mind. So how it is important from point of view is, see, imagine if you have a tough, like I will tell you personally my experience. We had a difficult client. It was again an Indian client, Indian bank client, if I have to be more specific. And they were quite rude to one of my team members, who was a junior developer, but a very good one. She was very sincere. She was doing her work. So out of nowhere, just nowhere, the clients, one of the managers, tend to just blast off on that resource for no reasons, no apparent or I would say justified reasons. Also, I personally feel in professional world, you do not have any reasons to blast off on anyone. That's ethically also wrong. So the thing was, and then she was such a good resource and she was new and she really got afraid and she got, kind of taken aback by the reaction of the customer and she really felt bad on the verge of crying. At that time, I had two choices. I had a choice of going ahead and telling her it's okay, it's a client, we have to be, little goody to them and, it's okay, this is a part of life. And the second was I had to like be stern and kind of report that to my delivery manager. That time I was working as a product manager. Rather, I even escalated that to my sponsor. That was like the owner of our company that time. It was a small setup. So I definitely chose the second part. I was very upfront and I shared the scenario that, okay, this, we understand the situation was tricky, but then there was no need of the client or the other person to be, to deal with our team this way. It's highly unprofessional and it is really bad for the morale of that person or that team member I have. So this is actually not a courageous, like I would say a war type of scenario, but then in your day-to-day life there are situations that time you have to take some decisions. Those might sound very strong or very stern. Many a times you have to say no to customer. Okay, no to customer, that means that doesn't mean you have to go and be rude and tell on their face, no, I don't want to do that. We have to be very polite and very subtle in saying that, okay, this is not doable, or we need to check that, or this is not within our scope and budget. And then, we tell them. But yes, it is an important and courageous act. So this applies to all the team members. Everybody understands this, and we have to do that as the right thing. Okay, we cannot just sit on it and wait for like time and then do it. So any doubt in this particular value?
No.
Yeah, can I go ahead?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So focus and commitment, to be very honest, I don't think we all need any additional explanation on that. So in Agile, everyone is expected, and rather everyone is very focused, very dedicated, very committed. They know what they're working on. They know what they need to bring to the table. They know what their expected deliveries are. They are that mature. They know what their contribution has to be, and this is how they work. So focus and commitment is like, commitment towards achieving the Scrum goal, or goal as a team. Focus as in you have to finish everything, every work given in a sprint. So that has to be your focus from delivery point of view. Yeah, these 2 points are quite self-explanatory, but still I try to give context with the Scrum or Agile side. Yeah, any doubts in this? Focus and commitment, guys?
No.
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 Someone is trying to say something I'm not able to hear. Yeah. Was it on this call or background noise? If no doubts, we can go ahead. And if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay. So yes, going to the next point, respect. Now this value applies to everyone in real life also. So we have to respect each other in such a manner that there is a cordial relation, there is harmony in the team. There is, I would say, professional bond. There is trust. There is a sense of belonging. You have a sense of, being a team. So all these things really helps you as a team, as a Scrum team to achieve the goals. And respect is one of the very important parameter. It doesn't matter how senior or how junior you are, how many years of experience you have, or from where you belong or what not, what skill you have. We have to respect each other for their uniqueness, for their contribution, for being there to help each other out and to be as a team. Yes, respect is clear, and I think we all understand this point very well. We all understand this in the real life also. Whatever the scenario will be, we have to respect each other, and we need to be cordial. I understand many a times you don't wish to be very honest, maybe in your personal life, you have some people you just don't like or whatever, but still, as human beings, as decent human being, if I have to call it, we maintain cordial relationships only because, our values and our way of life, our code of conduct, we understand that it's not right, to feel the other way, and we maintain a good relationship. So same way in work environment as well. So any doubt in respect value, guys? Yeah?
No.
No.
No? Yes. The last point, openness. So this is very important, wherein you have to be very open, and I would say transparent about what work you're doing, how well you're doing, what are your timelines, and what is the current situation. So openness simply means you don't have to, in any way lie about the situation. You have to be very, I would say, transparent about the situation of your product, the status of your product delivery, the situation of the current work happenings. If there is any issue, anything that needs any attention from seniors, or you need intervention, please be open, speak up. If there is any escalation, there's any problem, please speak up, and just be transparent with each other. And that applies to all the stakeholders, right? So not only within team, outside the team also. Yeah, everybody understands this? Any doubt in these values,
Yeah.
guys?
No.
I think we are hearing some
Yeah,
background.
yeah, there is some background noise.
Yeah, Meha, are you, is it from your end you are learning other things, or is just a background voice? I
You
heard it.
asking me,
I'm on
guys?
mute. I'm on mute, sir.
Yeah, just now you
Okay.
went on, but it came from you. That's the reason I asked you. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
no
It's still
problem.
coming.
Yeah, now it won't. Yeah, continue, Prerna, you can definitely.
Yeah. So if we don't have any doubts, we can go to the next slide, please. Yes. So we have learned about the values and overall working of the entire Scrum pattern, who does what is the responsibility. Now we will try to understand what is the benefits of Scrum. So I would request 4 different people to read it out. And please try to, try to speak up, guys. We want to hear who all are there, and how well, I would say engaged you are in the session.
Increase the quality of the deliverables.
go better with change and expect the changes.
Provide
Provide
estimates
better
while spending
estimates
less
while
time
spending
creating
less time creating them.
Be more in control of the project schedule and state.
Yes, thank you for reading it out. See, basically, these are all the benefits of these values. Even if we follow in real life, we will even reap the benefits. So you can actually allot that to your maybe if you have any important exams coming up, you can have these values for preparing for that. Or if you have any big event in your family, it can be a wedding, it can be you're building a house, or it can be anything. You're trying for an internship abroad, anything. So if you follow these ethics, if you follow this religiously, you will get benefits. So first of all, the major and the most important benefit is increase the quality of the deliverables. So, see, it's not about delivering the work, it's about delivering the best quality work, right? I I would like to give a food example to that. So, see, here everybody here likes cakes. Is there anyone specific who doesn't like? Everybody likes cakes. Please unmute and
Yes.
say yes, no.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, no, yes,
Yes.
yes. Okay. And now my question is, do you buy cake from any shop, or you have your specific shops or online cart and that specific flavor that you always buy? Or you just can go to
Yes.
any random
Yes.
shop, any
It's very
roadside or
specific.
Specific.
any and you get
Yeah,
it?
very
Specific
specific,
shop.
specific flavor.
Okay, thank you. And why is that? Why is that?
Because we like the quality and
Quality.
taste and of it.
Thank you
You're
so much.
aware
You
of
just
the
answered.
ingredients
You
and
just
We
answered
know
my
that's gonna be
question. Yeah.
tasty. Yeah.
Got it? So that's what. See, you can get a cake, you can get a bread, you can get a spaghetti, you can get a pizza from anywhere. But when we like something for their uniqueness, from their quality, it just stands out, right? So that is why increase the quality of your deliverables. When you deliver best quality, give me a second, guys. Yeah. So, when we know that something is of best quality, we don't mind paying extra. We don't mind traveling that extra half an hour, because we know what are we getting is the best. Got it? So this is what happens when we follow Agile or Scrum. So next, cope better with change and expect the changes. Now, this is actually practical when I just gave the Corona example, that in such a scenario when nobody had expected how things would go and everything would turn out, and we had to take all those difficult decisions. So how every organization or whichever organization that sustained managed that, because they had a great team, they respected each other, they were committed, they were focused, they all knew that okay, this is the problem and we have to solve this. And then they utilize all their skills, all their resources, all their teamwork was put into test, and everybody whosoever survived corona or post corona situations, they kind of focused on these values. So you see, so it cannot be only like a situation like corona. It can be a natural calamity like flood, or it can be earthquake, or it can be a situation wherein a particular team went on a holiday and or a picnic, and they all got food poisoning or any other thing that they couldn't turn up in your organization, and you had important delivery or some important work, or maybe a client meeting, right? So it's like a real life situation, you can understand, and how you handle that well with the help of all the values we just learned. So that's the bottom line. Cope better with the change and definitely expect changes, because change is the only constant thing that we say in life. So fine with this point. Can we go to next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
If you have any doubts, please
Yes.
unmute and speak. I'll be more than happy to answer that. So the next point is provide better estimate while spending less time creating them. Okay. So see, what happens is, I'll tell you with my personal example, or with everybody's, whosoever has learned cooking or has learned to do household chores, when we were kids, like, did we have any idea about how to cook for 5 people or 10 people if we have guests coming over, or during even your teenage years, or did we know how to take care of our houses?
No.
Yes or no?
No.
Some of you might have,
No.
they were
No.
excellent, but as a generic little spoiled brat, no, right? Because we were kids. But just as towards your mid or late 20s, as you became adults, now you are managing your entire house. So tell me how that change has occurred. And by the
When
way,
the
it's not
res-
everybody who can do that.
Slowly with time.
when the
It
responsibilities come and
yeah.
Yeah,
with
absolutely
time,
right.
With
and as
growth.
you grow
Experience,
up, you
time, and
learn,
then you
you
took
learn.
initiative, right? See, there are still people who are 50, 60 years of age and they do not know what to do with their life. Okay, these are exceptions. I'm not even talking about it. I'm just saying, see, when you learn something well, you spend less time on it, right?
Yeah.
Like as a kid, when you didn't know tables, you were doing all plus and minus and everything on your fingers, and it was so slow. How the way used to count one, two, and like a very childish and very cute manner. But then when you got to secondary school or maybe for your boards, you had your calculator and your mind had become like a small version of a calculator, and you were just doing everything so fast. Why? Because you spent that much efforts, you involved your efforts into learning that, and now you spend very less time to achieve that goal. So same way, when you have that skill, when you have that experience, that time you spend very less amount of time to achieve your goal or to give the estimation. Give estimation means actually to provide timelines, but don't waste your time to prepare too much of timelines. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, everybody understands this? Any doubt in this point? Yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
perfect.
No.
Perfect. And the next point is be more in control of the project schedule and state. Now, this is something very, very important, that no matter what happens, no matter how critical the situation is, but as a team member, as a product manager, as a scrum master, as a maybe other stakeholder, we have to be in control. In control means, see, there are some slight delays, some slacks, those are absolutely fine, as in those are in a way anticipated also, right? Like for example, I'll give you a very classic example. December is kind of considered as a slack month or slow month. Why? Because most of the people are on holidays. It's like the holiday season, it's actually the current time is like a holiday season. People are going on family vacations or any other thing. They are just having parties and get togethers. So even in organizations, any major deliveries or any major work is generally preponed before December or postponed to Jan or mid Jan, assuming because there won't be sufficient or required people during this time. Okay, so this is one of the scenarios I gave. So in real life, apart from this, you have to understand that, okay, people's unavailability, skill unavailability, you might not have the resources. So even though you have a buffer, sometimes things get delayed, sometimes things doesn't turn out, but that doesn't mean you have to lose your mind and freak out. No, you can be relaxed, you can be calm. I will not say relax, you can be calm, you can be composed, and you have to communicate that to your stakeholders, including your customer, and you have to ensure that, okay, we will deliver, but just in a very controlled and very sophisticated manner, though the situation can be as chaotic as possible. You don't have to shout or do anything like that. Yes, everybody understand? And by the way, tell me how realistic or how close this is to our real life scenarios also. Anybody felt this? Yeah, that, oh, this is like what we do in real life also, before taking any decisions or before actually doing anything important.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Yes. True. That's
Yep.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So agile and scrum is nothing out of the world. It's nothing from another planet. It's what we even do in real life. and how we do in real life. And most of you, or some of you who have worked already, or I mean, I might sound little partial, but people with kids or people with bigger families, you guys or we guys know how to manage things already with different human beings. So you are at the right track and the right course, because ultimately it's always about managing people more than managing machines. So congratulations to all of you. You are doing the right course and you are learning the right way. So relax, don't worry. No, don't get confused in those jargons of big names. Oh, what is Scrum? What is Agile? I've never heard it. You haven't heard it, but you have been living it for so long that you didn't even know. And you will realize this as we go ahead and trying to explain you further topics. Yeah. So Gaurav, I think it's your call. Should we go ahead or wind up here? Let me
Pooja,
know.
Thank you.
sorry,
Can I say
Prerna,
something?
yeah.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead, Barbara.
I wanted to say thank you for encouraging us that we shouldn't be somebody like me, at times I see those big posts posted on the chat, and I'm like, who
Yes,
is this?
yes.
How will I even venture into this? It's
Don't
very,
worry, don't worry,
yeah,
don't worry.
frustrating at times. Yeah, those
It's
big
it's
names.
always scary from outside, Barbara, but once you get, see, it was always scary before you got into your school, but then you got friends, you liked your teacher, you enjoyed studying. It was like your second home. So to be very honest, many a time offices also become second home because you get so comfortable and you really like the challenges. You learn so much and it is rewarding also,
True.
monetary also, emotionally also, even appreciation wise also. You are really rewarded well, and that's very encouraging. So
Thank you.
thank you so much for your compliment, but I completely understand where you come from. I have myself diverted from pure technical to mixed techno functional to managerial, way. So I know there are challenges. We feel that, do we have it in us? But trust me, we all have everything that is required within us already. We just have to explore that. We just have to have confidence, and we just have to have that, I would say, commitment to work that extra mile. Okay. And I think as a family person, as a social animal, we all do that. So don't worry, don't get blown away with all those requirements of big words. We will explain you how that is, and everything that is mentioned in a job description, most of the things we cover in the session. So once towards the end of the session, you would know what the job description is saying, what kind of work they want, what documentation they are saying, everything will be covered mostly. And if not, in case you have anything specific, please reach out to us. And this is for everybody, guys, not only for Babar. Yeah,
Yeah.
all fine.
Yeah,
Any
thank
further
you.
doubts?
No,
Welcome. Any further doubts, guys? Yeah.
no.
So Gaurav, over to you towards the closure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Prerna, for really explaining it in detail, and thank you so much everyone for asking the question, and thank you so much everyone for participating well. So now this is time of attendance. So what I want you to do is that go to WhatsApp group and please type without looking for my question that what did you feel in today's session. But before you could do, I want to take it a live quick check from day one attendees, and she is Kavita. Kavita, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Kavita. So, what did you feel? I know it was day one for you, but if you could make it to understand anything possible or not, so that I quickly wanted to check with you.
Yeah, it was good actually. Initially, I was confused with Scrum. I thought Scrum is a technology. So I was
Okay.
just worried that I am doing BA and where is this Scrum from? But now I think I am good. I know it's just yeah, I mean a behavioral kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean getting to it and it's good. So for me, just quickly 1 minute, I have no idea what is BA. I mean,
Hmm.
I have no idea. So I am learning from basic.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So also one more thing that towards the end, will we getting any assignments or thing like actual job, what are we supposed to do?
So may I ask you to do one activity and then again come back with the question?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
kindly go through those three past recording as if you are
Okay,
attending live, and then come back
okay,
with the question if you have at all. I'm sure it will answer most of the question. Yeah, Kavita?
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, everyone. So please feel free now. This is the time for everyone's attendance. Please go to the WhatsApp group and just drop what do you feel like saying, how you're feeling right now. And in case you would like to add something as a takeaway, you can definitely do that. So I'm reading them, personally going to review each one of yours, comments. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night. And recording will be given to you maximum within 48 hours. So you should not ask before that. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye. Good night. Have a good night's
Thank
sleep.
you, Gaurav.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all.
Thank you,
Bye.
Koro sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.